Sup internet peeps, it's John here from tech7.net. Today we're going to take a look at how you can tighten up the slider for the Nokia N900. I don't know about you guys, but the N900 we got had a pretty loose slider, probably from dropping it on concrete and throwing it around and stuff. Anyways, after a quick Google search, I realized that we weren't the only ones. Oh my goodness. After spending £500, which was about $800 back then, on a high-end device, a silly problem like a loose slider among other things is just unacceptable. Girl. So I decided to use the #1 tool for fixing loose, creaky, and cheap-feeling cell phone ailments. Tape. And here's how you can do it. Here's our Nokia N900. First, we gotta take out the battery cover and the battery. Using a PH0 screwdriver, we need to remove only 4 out of the 6 screws on the back. The screws that attach the screen to the base. Let's fast forward a bit. Getting these screws out is tricky. Sometimes you gotta flip it around. There we go. Cautiously lift the screen away from the base from the top of the N900, like so. This will expose the screen's ribbon cable. Pop it out carefully. Carefully wiggle and lift the screen upwards from the base. Zooming in, we can see this metal hook that goes underneath the keyboard covering. Cool, we don't need this no more. Just kidding, but seriously, don't throw this away and don't accept candy from strangers. Move the slider up to cover the words on the back. This exposes our work area. Now we need electrical tape and scissors. Wah! Cut a relatively long piece of tape, but be mindful of these areas. You only want the tape to span across the middle portion. Taping it down is tricky. I took about 8 tries. Now you can see that the sliding mechanism has a little bit more resistance, which is good! For those of you who didn't throw the base away, start reassembling. Remember the hook, that goes in first. The ribbon cable is next. Pop that in and just push the screen and the base together. Screw the screws back in, pop in the battery and the battery cover, and you're done! The slider should feel tighter and springier, is that even a word? And should lock in place better when the screen is either slid out or recessed. If you followed this tutorial correctly, your N900 should be working perfectly, this time with an epic slider. After doing this, if the N900 slider still isn't tight enough for you, add another layer of tape. If that's too much, then try combining it with Scotch tape, which is thinner, so have Scotch tape on the bottom and electrical tape on top. Kinda silly that you have to use tape to fix a $500+ device, but oh well. I hope this tutorial helped. Check out our 2 older videos where we disassemble the Nokia N900 and where we drop it on concrete. Oh my goodness, I did not just do that. If you found this video helpful in any way, please leave a comment, thumbs up, and subscribe. This was John from Tech7, and I will see you guys in the next video. Laters. I just saluted, what was that?